I created this, 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 and these using AI. Stay tuned and I'll show you how. Hey everybody, Andrea Lyons. I'm the founder and CEO of All About Presentation, an event and film company based in Richmond, Virginia, and we travel all over the globe to produce events and record and document stories for corporations, government agencies. The purpose of today is I wanted to share with you in my AI journey, Midjourney, which creates AI photos, drawings, illustrations directly from content that you input. And one of the things that we have found to be really helpful when we're explaining our concepts or ideas to our clients is to be able to show them a picture. But I wanted to show an option of how Midjourney can be used, but I wanted to do a really simple example. So we are going to create a centerpiece. So let's say that I have an event that I know I'm looking for a certain type of centerpiece and I want to explain it to the client of what I have in mind, but I also want to be able to explain it to a vendor what I have in mind. So a great way to do that AI-based tool is called Midjourney. So you may have heard of it before. It's kind of, you will need a Discord account for Midjourney because everything kind of operates in Discord. So this is the Midjourney website. All you do is click join the beta. Once you click join the beta, you continue to Discord. It'll open up Discord again. You will have to sign into Discord. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you don't have an account, you'll want to make sure that you have an account for Discord. Now, once you are logged into Discord, you'll be taken automatically to Midjourney. And you'll see here on the left-hand side that you'll want to go into certain rooms in Midjourney. And so you want to go to a newbie's room. The cool thing about Midjourney, and I'm just scrolling through some of the rooms here, you can see the types of things that people develop. You could develop a website. We're actually working on our new website, and I just typed in, one of the prompts was high-end event planning website, right? And just started there, and it created some really great examples and things. And then you'll notice that there are so many ways that people utilize Midjourney. But what we're going to do is we are going to build a centerpiece, right? So I want to be able to communicate a centerpiece to someone. So I'm going to start with a very, very simple prompt. So I'm going to say, imagine, which is how all the prompts start. So / imagine. And then I want to put in there a photorealistic centerpiece. Oh, not her, but I want to put in, I want a photorealistic centerpiece, and I want it with a black vase that's 16 inches tall. And I want it to be the colors of teal, orange, and yellow flowers. Then I put in 2 dashes and then V5 because it's version 5. And that's it. And I'm going to hit enter. So what you'll find that happens is, here's my input, here's my prompt, right? And the bot is sort of waiting to start. And when this gets ready, you'll see that it gives me a photorealistic centerpiece idea based on what the input is that I have communicated. All right, so here's what we have, and it is what I asked for. I wanted photorealistic centerpieces, and I wanted teal, orange, and yellow flowers, and this is what it came up with. Now, I said 16 inches tall. That obviously may be 16 inches tall, but I was thinking something even bigger. I was thinking the vase itself was 16 inches and then it would go up from there. But I'm thinking of a tall centerpiece. So we'll talk about what these buttons here at the bottom do in just a bit, but I think I want to update my prompt. So I actually am going to do the same thing again. I want to do imagine, and my prompt is photorealistic floral centerpiece, but I think I want it to be with a trumpet style black vase that is 36 inches tall. That's 36 inches tall. Yeah, 36 inches tall. And we'll do the same teal tall with teal, orange, and yellow flowers. And on the side, I mean, this is nice, but if I were to show it to a client, it's kind of out of context a little bit. So I'd like to do taper candles on the sides, and then dash dash version 5. And let's see what happens now. Okay, so what you'll find is as it's developing, it renders, right? So if you've ever been in the film world or done anything like that, it's going to render, and then it's going to get tighter, and then it's going to get tighter and tighter and tighter in terms of its ability to get more refined and detailed. So it gives you a little status of how far. Well, scroll down. Where'd you go? There you are. So it gives you a little bit of a status of how fast it was rendering. So now this is fully complete. So now let's take a look at our options. Whoa, now we're talking something more in what I was thinking. So I really love the first one here in the upper left corner, and then the bottom one in the bottom right corner. That's more of the vision that I had in mind. And so I think, and I really love the teal taper candles for this centerpiece. Well, I could do a couple of things. One, I could ask it to essentially, we could just reprompt it and try again. So actually, let's do that so you can see what it looks like. So let's say I didn't like any of these, which I do like some of them, but let's say I didn't like any of these. We can just do the same thing over again, and I could reprompt it again, and the same thing will happen. Now, because it's AI, it'll give me a different look for this time. Ooh, somebody's really doing something shocking. Important point to note, none of this is private, okay? So everyone can see the art that everyone is generating. So I do think that's important. But here's our floral centerpieces. They're doing it one more time. Again, it's like rendering and getting more and more detailed. Now, these are going to be sort of low resolution when you see them. So when I make this big, it will still look very low res, right? So, okay, now we're getting closer to something I like here. So I'm going to click on this one. And so this is what I wanted. I want the taper candles in the center of the centerpiece, but I love the black taper candles around it. And I also love this very dramatic look that it sets the trumpet vase on a table, which gives us something that we are really interested in, something that I really like. So from there, let's say I like this upper one in the upper left-hand corner. So what I can do is upscale it, right? So I want to upscale 1. That's what these U1, U2, U3, U4 mean. It means upscale. So I can upscale 1 so that it becomes more refined, because that's the one that I like. And then at the bottom of it, V1 through V4, those are variations. So it'll take the concept. So it could take the picture 1, which is the top left, and it can create several variations of that same imagery. We've done some really cool things in playing around with it. Besides our website, look how gorgeous she is. This is the variation from earlier. I'm going to open it in my browser and let's see if I can make a really big version of it. Now it has been upscaled with a lot more level of detail. And we've used this for stage sets. You know what? Just for kicks, because I keep saying it, I'm actually going to ask for a stage set. So imagine, let's say we want to create a stage set in the style of the Grammys that can fit into a hotel ballroom. And let's just see. So let's just see. We asked for a stage set in the style of the Grammys that can fit into a hotel ballroom. All right, here we go. Ooh, these look gorgeous. I'm gonna open them up and make them just a little bit bigger. Some of these seem a little bit more realistic than others, but if I make the whole thing bigger, let's see. Upper left. Oh, that's kind of cool, right? So that's just music inspired. This one looks very Grammys, right? But you got to have places for people to sit. This looks like a ballroom. This is a very trimmed down version of what something would look like in a ballroom. This is probably more our style that we would normally do with the drapes and the swoosh and all that. So we could design an entire room, which is amazing. We could design a stage set. We could design a ceiling. We could design anything based upon the words that we input. And if you give it enough prompts, then you'll have a really detailed illustration drawing photo coming out of it. This has been just a brief sample of how to use Midjourney. Again, you will need a Discord account, so make sure you have one when you start testing it out.